ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्म विद्वरं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्म विद्वरम्। ओम सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांतिः। ओम सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ओम नमः शिवाय 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 ओम नमः शिवाय। हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव शंभो शंकर। बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम सर्ववेदांत सिद्धांत गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविंदं परमानंदं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम्। Maya is that which is not there but appears as though it is there. From absolute standpoint, there is no Maya. From Maya's own standpoint, it is anirvachaniya, indescribable in nature. And from the standpoint of creation, from the standpoint of world of names and forms, Maya is the cause of the creation, Paramesha Shakti, the power of Lord. So yesterday we have seen from which standpoint this Maya has been expounded. Let us chant from sloka number 108. अव्यक्तनाम्नी परमेश शक्तिः अनाद्य विद्या त्रिगुणात्मिका परा कार्यानुमेया सुधियैव माया यया जगत् सर्वमिदं प्रसूयते। सन्नाप्युभयात्मिकानो भिन्नाप्यभिन्नाप्युभयात्मिकानो सांगाप्यनङ्गाप्युभयात्मिकानो महाद्भुता निर्वचनीय रूपा। This Maya cannot be called as Sat or Asat or the combination of Sat and Asat and it is not completely different from the Brahman, and we cannot say it is one with Brahman and not combination of both. And this Maya is with parts are whole, we cannot say. And Maha Adbhuta Anirvachaniya Rupa. This is wonderful and indescribable in nature. Yesterday we have seen in sloka number 110, this Maya Swarupa will be disappeared, or it will be destroyed when we realize the self. Shuddhadvaya Brahma Vibodhanasya Sarpa Brahmo Rajju Vivekato Yatha Rajastamasattvamiti Prasiddha Gunastvadiya Pratithai Swakaryai. When we realize pure, non-dual Parabrahma Swarupa, Nashya, this Maya Swarupa will be destroyed. How? Yatha, just as Sarpa Brahmo Rajju Vivekataha. When we have the discrimination of the robe, by the discrimination of the robe, we will come to know there is only robe, there is no snake at all. In the same way, when we realize the Brahma Swarupa, we understand only Ekam Brahma Swarupa. Ekameva Advitiyam. Brahma Swarupa is there. Maya Swarupa is not existing at all. Rajaha, Tamaha, Sattvam iti prasiddhaha gunastvadiyaha pratitaihi swakaryehi. The Maya endowed with three gunas, Sattva and Raja, Tamo gunas, and these gunas have their names respective their activities. Now in the next sloka onwards, we are going to discuss how these three gunas are functioning, what are the dharmas of these three gunas, and how they are influencing all of us, because of which guna we are behaving in particular way. Please repeat after me. Sloka number 111. Vikshepa Shakti Rajasa Kriyatmika Vikshepa Shakti Rajasa Kriyatmika Yetah Pravrutti Prasruta Purani Yetah Pravrutti Prasruta Purani Ragadayosya Prabhavanti Nityam Ragadayosya Prabhavanti Nityam Dukkadayo ye manaso vikaraha Dukkadayo ye manaso vikaraha. In this sloka, what is the Rajoguna? What are the dharmas of Rajoguna? How it influences us? It is said, Vikshepa Shaktihi Rajasaha. Rajasaha of Rajoguna. Vikshepa Shakti. Vikshepa Shakti means projecting power. Rajasaha of Rajas. Vikshepa Shakti, projecting power. Kriyatmika. What is the nature of this Rajoguna? Kriyatmika. Kriyatmika, Kriya means activity. Kriyatmika means of the nature of activity. So the nature of activity is the dharma of this Rajoguna. Yataha, from which Pravrittihi. Pravrittihi means activity. Nivritti means withdrawal from the activity. So Pravrittihi, activity, Prasruta. Prasruta means as though it's born. Here Prasruta means it has flowed, coming out like that. Has flowed. Purani. Purani means it's not what you call old. Here Purani means in the initial stage. The beginning of the activity is because of Rajoguna. Karma is possible when that Rajoguna is there. And Ragadayaha Asyaha means from this Rajoguna only. Raga Adayaha means etc. Ragadayaha attachment etc. Etc. means we have to take the entire list. In the following sloka also it is going to be said what are all these things. Raga, Dvesha, Ityadim. Asyaha Nityam Prabhavanti. Nityam means here, not it's like always permanently. Here Nitya means continuously. That continuity has been pointed out. Continuously. Prabhavanti. Prabhavanti means are produced. From this Rajoguna only Ragadis, all these things are produced. And Dukkadayaha. Dukkha Adayaha. Again Adayaha etc. Dukkha means grief, etc. Ye, which plural, ye, which, manasaha, vikaraha. Manasaha of the mind, vikaraha means modifications. So because of this Rajoguna only, dukkha etc. will be there in our mind. So simple, if we see simple meaning here, vikshepa shakti rajasaha kriyatmika. You might have heard these two terms, those who have studied Vedantic textbooks or listened from other places. Maya has two powers. One is veiling power and another one is projecting power. Now in this sloka, the projecting power of Maya has been pointed out. Vikshepa Shakti. Veiling power, Avarana Shakti. Avarana Shakti is because of that Tamoguna. Vikshepa Shakti because of this Rajoguna. And whatever in our life activity we are doing because of Rajoguna only. But sometimes people may be thinking, even a few activities connected to spiritual path, devotional path, whatever we are doing, japa, tapa, and visiting Punyakshetras, etc., chanting, doing parayan, etc. All these things also, even Yajna Yagadis, rituals, etc., performed. All these things also activities only. Then can we call all these things also because of Rajoguna? One more thing here we have to understand. Activity is the nature of Rajoguna, Kriyatmaka. Yataha pravrittihi prastuta purani. The initial, each and every activity is produced from this Rajoguna only. This is basic point. And when our activity is motivated by selfish kind of things, then that will lead to dukkha most of the time. That will lead to bondage. When we see all these kind of activities, japatapadis, etc., whatever just now we have given that list, these are also activities, but sattvic activities. What is that sattvic word used here? Sattvaguna is different from Rajoguna. Yes, Sattvaguna is different from Rajoguna, but we have to understand Sattva, Raja, Tamo gunas, these three gunas are pervading everywhere, we can say. In Sattva Guna, again, Sattva Guna, don't get confused, listen carefully. Sattva Guna, Sattva Rajo Guna, Sattva Tamo Guna will be there. And in Rajas also, in Rajo Guna, Sattva Rajas will be there, Rajas will be there, and Rajas and Tamas will be there. In Tamoguna also, Sattvic Tamoguna, Rajasic Tamoguna, Tamasic Tamoguna will be there. Are you understanding? See, when we take up one activity, in that one, if intention is good, but when we are performing that action, sometimes it may be appearing as though little bit harsh. The intention is good. How can we call it as a rajasic or sattvic activity? How we can say? When doctor is using the knife, he is using that knife to protect that patient. Using the knife and cutting the body of another person is, we cannot say sattvic activity, but intention behind that one is sattvic. Hope you are understanding. So whatever we are doing, all these sadhanas also activities only, but sattvic activities. Here what it is said, Vikshepa Shakti, this projecting power of Rajas, what it is doing, it is the cause of Raga, etc. and Ragadayoho asyaha prabhavanti nityam. Continuously Raga and Dvesha means that Dvandvas will be there, continuously produced from this Rajoguna. And Dukkadayaha ye manasaha vikaraha. Because of these Raga, Dveshas, etc., we will undergo dukkha, sorrow. But when we use this Rajoguna in sattvic way, that time the result of the activity will be sattvic only. We have to understand properly the nature of these gunas. But basic standpoint, if we see from the basic level, Rajoguna means pravrutti swabhava, activity. Those who are having predominantly Rajoguna, they will be all the time having hesitation in their mind, restlessness, and they cannot find peace and happiness in their lives. So in the next sloka, it is going to be expounded what are the dharmas of this Rajoguna, attributes of Rajoguna, and how they will influence us. Kama, krodho, lobha, dambhadya, suya. Kama, krodho, lobha, dambhadya, suya. Ahankaresha, matsaradhyastu, ghora. Ahankaresha, matsaradhyastu, ghora. Dharma ete rajasa not pravrutti, without space, a little bit difficult. Dharma ete rajasa pum pravrutti. Dharma ete rajasa pum pravrutti. Yasmadesha tatrajo bandhahetuhu. Yasmadesha tatrajo bandhahetuhu. Bandhahetuhu underline. What is the cause of bondage? Here it is said. In our life, what is the cause of bondage? What is the cause of sorrow? In this sloka, it is said, Kamaha, desire. Krodhaha, anger, extreme anger. Lobhaha, greed. Dambhaha means hypocrisy. We will see all these things also, how the attributes of this Rajoguna will cause bondage. Dambhaha, next one. Dambhati asuya. Asuya means, generally we use the word meaning for this asuya, jealousy, but asuya means spite, means Seeing dosha in others is called asuya in technical term. Ahankara, ego. Ahankara, egoism. Ahankara, ahankaresha matsaradhyastu. Word is there, na? Break that one. Ahankara plus irsha plus matsaradhyaha. After ahankara, after egoism, irsha word is used. Irsha means jealousy. Irsha, jealousy. Matsara. Matsara, sometimes we use this asuya, irsha, matsara words. Sometimes people will be using as synonyms, but they are not synonyms. Difference is there. We will see what is the difference of these words. These are not mere words. These are the dharmas of Rajoguna and powerful emotions also, we can say sometimes. Powerful thoughts, negative thoughts. Irsha means jealousy. Matsara means envy. Matsaradhyaha, envy, etc. Two, but or whereas ghoraha. Ghoraha means very dangerous, very what you call dreadful. Ghoraha, dreadful. Dharmaha. Dharmaha, attributes. We cannot call as qualities. So these are attributes. Dharmaha. Ete. Ete. These. Rajasaha, of the Rajas. These are the attributes of Rajoguna. What? Kama, Krodha, Asuya, Ahankara, Damba, Isha, etc. Pum pravrittihi word is there. Here, pum means man, human. Pum pravrittihi. Pravrittihi means tendency. Pum pravrittihi means tendencies of man. Yasmat, from which, yasmat, yesha tat rajaha bandhahetu. Yesha, this, tat, that means therefore rajaha, rajoguna is bandhahetu, the cause of bondage of the man. Why this is cause of the bondage? Because whatever the list has been given of the dharmas, attributes of the Rajoguna, all these things will bind the person and finally they will lead to sorrow of the person. Kama, desire. Whenever we have desire in our mind, we will be restless and our mind will be agitated. Unless we will fulfill that desire, we cannot be quiet. To fulfill the desire, we have to put forth our effort. And if that desire is adharmic, then very danger. Even though that desire is dharmic, that time also if we want to fulfill that desire, how much time we have to spend, how much energy we have to spend. And one more thing, whenever we will be having that desire, the person, even all of us also, if the desire intensity is more, what will happen? To that extent, we will experience hesitation all the time in our mind. And one more thing, whether it is going to be fulfilled or not, that thought also will be there. When we put forth effort to fulfill the desire, if the desire will be fulfilled, that time what will happen? Temporarily we may get happiness, but the impression will be created in us by experiencing that object of desire. So those kind of things, if they are strong, they will lead to, those impressions are very strong, they will lead to vasanas again. So those samskaras, vasanas again will lead to desires. This is like continuous circle, vicious circle. If that desire is not fulfilled, then what will happen? Next one, krodha. See, if desire will be fulfilled, it will lead to lobha. greediness. If desire will not be fulfilled, then krodha. Because of anger, the person, what he will speak and how he will behave completely, he will forget. He will become sometimes, because of this anger, this krodha, that person will become like animal. When that anger is overpowered, person will lose to discriminate. He cannot think properly. So because of this krodha, krodha is attribute of rajoguna only. When we are getting this, very often yes, anger means we have to understand this rajoguna is more in us. We have to do sadhana and we have to develop sattva guna. If we are go on having so many desires, one after another, it means what? Rajoguna is predominant in us. We have to understand this one. So we have to reduce the desires. We have to think whether it is really required or not. Without this fulfilling the desire, am I going to be happy or not? If we think like this, most of the things are not required for us. Indeed, in this world, so many worldly objects are there, so many sense pleasures will be there. Without all those things also we can live, we can be happy and peaceful. Kamaha, Krodhaha and Lobha. Just now we discussed this Lobha, because of go on fulfilling desires, again and again wants to get same experience. Finally, it will lead to that greediness. More and more and more and more. In this world, human beings, how much greediness is there. No one is saying, enough, whatever I'm having, it's fine. No, I want more and more and more. Lobha also is the attribute of Rajoguna. Dambha. In Kali Yuga, no need to say about this Dambha. All these Rajogunas, Rajoguna attributes of Rajogunas, Rajoguna dharmas are very predominant in Kali Yuga. Dambha means hypocrisy. Hypocrisy means that which is not there, but showing off as though it is there. Pretending is called Dambha. The person is something, but he himself will show to the world he is so great and so big, like that. This is called Dambha, hypocrisy. Because of this hypocrisy, what will happen? That which is not really there, how long that person can pretend it is there like that? One day or another, truth is truth, fact is fact. So this Dambha will create the thought of ego also. And wherever this hypocrisy, Dambha will be there, that person cannot be natural at all. We'll be seeing a few people, so they cannot be natural. All the time, so they will create one image about themselves, and they will create that thought in others' mind also. Others, they have to see me like this. The others, they have to think about me like this in this world. So many of us, without knowing also, sometimes we are having this kind of nature. We will create such kind of thing in our mind, and we want to be the same thought in others' mind also about us, and we go on trying to protect such kind of image. In this process, what is happening? We are losing our real nature, and we are not at all natural so many times. It's so much artificial kind of thing. What is our real personality? It's most of the time we are compromising. See, in Dambha, what will happen? One more point, compromising. We compromise for so many things. What we are and what we are not, there is a lot of difference. When we are having one kind of personality, or whatever may be, whatever we are having, these objects or anything, so if it is as it is shown to the world, then there will not be thought of all the time, okay, it should be like that, it should be like this, I have to be like this, nothing like that. So be natural. Dhamma sometimes will lead to a lot of troubles also. See, few families, family members, they want to be in one kind of particular position in the society, and they will be trying to maintain such kind of thing. And for that, what will happen? Sometimes people will all the time spending a lot of money, etc., throwing parties, etc. Finally, what will happen? If they are not having enough, what you call, income, but just to show off, go on spending money, then what will happen? See, so many people, because of this damba, from different standpoints, if we think, it's a very dangerous kind of thing. Next one, asuya. So as it is said, asuya means it's not like jealousy. Generally, we use the word, English word jealousy for asuya, but asuya means seeing fault in others, that which is not there also. Few kind of people will be there, they will be all the time seeing dosha in other people. He's like that, she's like that, I think she's like that, I think he's like that, I think that thing is happening, is something extra. See, we have to be alert in this world, that is okay, but it doesn't mean go on seeing all the time faults in others. See, once, one simple story, Dronacharyaji called Dharmaraja and Duryodhana. Suyodhana, another name of Duryodhana. He said, both of you can go to people, and you can make the list of good people and bad people. This is like one kind of survey. Both of them, they went and they got that list. The particular area has been given to them. And after reaching Guru, they have submitted their reports. And having seen those things, Dronacharyaji surprised. He wondered, in the list that which is prepared by Dharmaraja, all people are good only. And in the list of this Duryodhana, some people, they're having something or other as dosha only. Bad people like that. Then he called and asked, is how you prepared this kind of list? When asked Dharmaraja, he said, Guru Maharaj, at least there is one good quality in each and every person. So I could see good qualities in them. That's why I put them in the list of good people. What Duryodhana he did, when he asked that Dronacharyaji, he said, Master Guru, in each and every person, something or other, bad qualities, bad thing is there, negativity is there. That's why I put the person in the list of bad people. Human beings means, we can say, combination of good and bad only. Because of punya and papa karma phalas, we born in this world as human beings. So the attitude of seeing this world is positive or negative. It depends upon us. When Rajoguna is predominant, the person will see more negativities than others. Of course, when negative things will be there, we have to say, and we have to be very alert also. Dussanga sarvata tyajya, we have to give up that dussanga all the time. That is okay, fine. It doesn't mean there will not be goodness in people at all. We should not come to such kind of conclusion. So this asuya bhava will create all the time the thought of negative perception about others. One beautiful kind of thing will be there. The person, one who is having positive way of seeing, wow, so nice, so beautiful, this painting is so good. Another person will come and say, no, here, there's something wrong. Is there? Everything is beautiful now. Entire everything is beautiful. That is a simple thing. You didn't come as judge, just you came to see the beauty. If really called as judge, then you have to analyze and you have to give marks. That is different thing. This asuya bhava is unnecessarily seeing faults in others because of rajoguna. If this thing is there in us, we have to correct ourselves. We have to know what is good and bad, but leave the bad, hold on to the good. That is the thing. Pray for bad people also. This is asuya. Next one. Kamaha, krodaha, lovaha, dambaha, asuya, ahankara. Ahankara, egoism. Before entering into this one, just now have seen that story, na? That story is maybe one kind of what you call came in parampara. It's like that. People saying like that. You may not find exactly where that story it is there, the source of it. Just to understand how the perception will be, the positive and negative thinking will be there. For that only this story has been narrated. Okay. Now come to ahankara. Ahankara also is dharma of rajoguna. Ahankara, egoism. Egoism means thinking about himself or herself as superior to others, greater than others. When the person is having good, great qualities and blessed, that is fine. But when he is having great qualities, he should have more humility. Why? Because Bhagwan blessed all these things, blessed me like this. That humility and gratitude should be expressed, but not ego. Even Bhagwan also doesn't like ego. Ahankara is Rajoguna dharma. Ahankara. Next one, Irsha. Irsha means jealousy. Jealousy. When we want to get something, if other person will get that one, if we don't get it, and when we have that desire for something to get or something to experience, if others are receiving that one, gaining that one, getting that one, that time the bhava will be created in the person, one who is having rajoguna predominantly. That is called asuya. Sorry, not asuya, irsha here, one, jealousy. This jealousy is such kind of negative thing. If once the thought will enter into the mind of that person, this jealousy, it's very difficult to remove. And one more thing, jealousy will be created in the mind of person when he compares with other person. See this one also. One person, one who is having what you call simple kind of business in one town, that person will compare with others, those who are having similar kind of business in the town. And that person, when he is seeing customers, more customers are going to the opposite shop and buying, and people are not coming to his shop, he'll be seeing, I can't put that face exactly, you can see them, okay, those who are having that feeling. And his eyes also, as people are not coming to this shop, to my shop, all of them are going to know, and he's earning so much money, already he built one house also. Such kind of feeling. And the same person, one who is having this kind of jealousy feeling towards that another shop owner, this person will not be having jealousy, that Irsha, towards the business magnate in the city, well-known person. Why? Because he is not comparing with him, and he is not wishing, or he doesn't have that desire to get something that which is received by that businessman. So he is comparing himself with the another shop owner, and he's having that fee. And so many times in home and what you call in householder life, most of you will be seeing in relatives and friends, people will be having this thought of jealousy, and will not be having the thought unknown people. No, they may be prospering a lot and they may be happy. And one more point, when the similar kind of field will be there, in the same field another person is growing, then that thought of jealousy will be there. Lawyers, doctors, engineers, etc. Same field. So few points are connected to that. Ladies, few people, amas, they will be comparing with others. Is they are having this nice saris and ornaments is not getting like that. When 4 daughters are there, when mother and father they bought something and giving as gifts to them, they will compare. Oh, no, so she's getting more, as we are not getting this, like that. Jealousy, jealousy, jealousy. And no, what you call co-sisters and like so many things will be happening, comparing. And sometimes these things will become very dangerous kind of thing, and because of this asuya, irsha, matsara, etc., people will be what you call having cruel thoughts also. They will entertain sometimes and they will harm others also. Very dangerous. So we have to be very alert. This is because of rajoguna only. So hankara, irsha, matsara. Matsara means matsara. Mat means then me. Sara means going ahead me. Seeing that person, what thought will rise in the mind of the Rajasic person is called Matsara. Example is when person is driving and someone will come and overtake him. If that person is Sattvic person, he will give one simple smile. Yes. If that person is Rajasic, what thought will be there? No. How can he overtake us? I also will. I want to overtake. This is example, but in life also, some people will be having this kind of. See, competition should be there. Healthy competition should be there. We have to compete in this world. Then only we can share. It's required also. We cannot say, but it should not be. It's like a negative kind of thought. Healthy competition should be there. And we have to compare with ourselves and we have to improve. If Rajoguna is more, so all these negative things will be there. Matsaradhyaha, etc. to ghoraha, dreadful in nature. Dharmaha, ete rajasaha, pum pravrittihi, yasmadesha tad rajo bandahi. These are the cause of bondage of the person. And here we have seen pum pravrittihi means tendencies of the mind. When person is having these negative tendencies, the person cannot experience peace and happiness. So what we have to do? First, we have to recognize in us, in our personality, what are the negative things are there and what is the percentage of them. That is also. And slowly we have to put check to them. no, this kind of negative thing should not be there in me. It is like enemy, so that's why it should not be in me. Okay. Real enemies are these only, not outside enemies. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. Arishat Varga. Ari means Shatru, enemy. Arishat Varga. 6 enemies. The group of 6 enemies. The root cause of all these things, Rajoguna. Rajoguna Samudbhava. Kama Esha, Krodha Esha. So we have to conquer this Kama and Krodha. Not easy, but we have to put forth effort. Go on doing sadhana. Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha gryhyate. How can we control our mind from the negative kind of things? How can we make our mind quiet and calm and sattvic? Practice is required, and we have to develop sattva guna. Then this rajoguna will come down. Of course, by God's and Guru Parampara's grace only, we can come out from all these negativities in us. So this is because of projecting power of Maya, Rajoguna. And in the next sloka about Tamoguna is going to be said tomorrow. Om Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Asato Ma Satgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutangamaya. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. పరబ్రహ్మ స్వరూపాన్ని తెలుసుకున్నప్పుడు మాయ అన్నటువంటిది తొలగిపోతుంది. ఈ మాయ అన్నటువంటిది సత్వరజ తమో గుణాలతో కూడినటువంటిది. ఇందులో రజోగుణం వచ్చేసి విక్షేప శక్తి. మాయ యొక్క విక్షేప శక్తే ఈ రజోగుణంగా ప్రకటితమవుతుంది. ఈ రజోగుణం అన్నటువంటిది క్రియాస్వరూపంగా చెప్పబడుతుంది. మనం ఏ పనులైతే చేస్తూ ఉన్నామో ఈ కర్మలకి పనులన్నింటికి కారణం వచ్చేసి రజోగుణం. స్వార్థపూరితమైనటువంటి కర్మలు, ఘోర కర్మలు ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఈ రజోగుణం వల్లే ప్రేరేపించబడి జరుగుతున్నాయని చెప్తున్నారు. ఈ రజోగుణం కారణంగానే రాగ ద్వేషాదులు ఇవన్నీ కూడా ఉండటము. అంతేకాకుండా మన మనస్సులో కలిగేటువంటి వికారాలన్నింటికి కారణం ఏంటి అంటే ఈ రజోగుణమే. మనసుకి ఎందుకు ఎంత దుఃఖం కలుగుతుందంటే రజసస్తు ఫలం దుఃఖం. ఎక్కడెక్కడ రజోగుణం ఉంటుందో అక్కడ దుఃఖం అన్నటువంటిది తప్పకుండా ఉంటుందన్నమాట. ఈ రజోగుణం అన్నటువంటి దీని యొక్క ధర్మాలు ఏంటి అంటే, లక్షణాలు ఏంటి? కామము, విపరీతమైన తీవ్రమైనటువంటి స్వార్థపూరిత కోరికలు రజోగుణం వల్లే కలుగుతాయి. క్రోధ, ఆ కోరికలు తీరకపోయినట్లయితే విపరీతమైనటువంటి కోపం, క్రోధము కలుగుతుంది. లోభ, కోరికలు తీరినట్లయితే ఇంకా ఇంకా పొందాలని అనిపిస్తుంది, ఇంకా కావాలి, ఇంకా కావాలి, ఇంకా కావాలి. లోభ. దంభ, లేనిది ఉన్నట్లుగా చూపించటము, నటించటము. దీనివల్ల మనిషి తన సహజత్వాన్ని, సహజ గుణాన్ని కోల్పోవడం జరుగుతుంది. అంతేకాకుండా దంభం అన్నటువంటిది ఉన్నప్పుడు అనేక సార్లు మనిషి రాజీ పడాల్సి వస్తుంది, తన విలువల్లో రాజీ పడాల్సి వస్తుంది. దంభ గుణం అన్నటువంటిది రజోగుణం యొక్క ధర్మం. అసూయ, అసూయ అంటే ఇతరులలో దోషాన్ని చూడటం. ఇతరులలో అనే కాదు, ఈ ప్రపంచంలో దోష దృష్టిని కలిగి. ఇక్కడ దోష దృష్టి అంటే వైరాగ్యపరమైన దోష దృష్టి కాదు, మంచిలో అన్నింట్లో కూడా చెడును చూడటం అన్నమాట. కొంతమంది చూడండి, ఏదన్నా ఒకరు ఏదైనా లేకపోతే ఒకరు ఏదన్నా మంచి పని చేస్తున్నారనుకోండి, అవతల వ్యక్తి వెరీ నైస్, గుడ్, ఫైన్ ఇట్లాంటి వర్డ్స్ వాడినప్పుడు ఎలా ఉంటుంది? ఏం చేస్తారులేండి, ఏది ఎవరైనా చేస్తారులేండి అట్లా అన్నారనుకో. అంటే ఏంటది? అందులో మంచిని చూడలేకపోవడం. అసూయ గుణం ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు ప్రతి దానిలో కూడా దోషాలని చూస్తారన్నమాట, మంచిని గుర్తించలేరు. ఉదాహరణ చెప్పుకున్నాం, దుర్యోధనుడు ధర్మరాజు గారిని గురువు గారు ద్రోణాచార్యుల వారు ఇద్దరిని ఈ రాజ్యంలో ఎంతమంది మంచి వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు, ఎంతమంది చెడ్డ వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారు తెలుసుకుండండి సర్వే అనేసి పంపిస్తే, ధర్మరాజు గారేమో అందరూ మంచివారు అన్న లిస్ట్ లో రాసుకొని వచ్చారు, దుర్యోధన ఏమో అందరూ చెడ్డ వాళ్ళని రాసుకొని వచ్చారు. ఇది ఎలా సాధ్యం అవుతుంది, ఎవరిలో మంచి చెడు రెండు ఉంటాయి కదా అన్నప్పుడు ధర్మరాజు గారు, గురుగారండి మీరు చెప్పింది నిజమేనండి, కానీ నేను చూసినటువంటి వాళ్ళందరిలో ఏదో ఒకటన్నా మంచి గుణం ఉంది, అందుకోసమని వాళ్ళని మంచి వాళ్ళ లిస్ట్ లో రాశానండి అని చెప్పారు. అంటే చెడ్డ గుణం లేదని కాదు, ఆయన గుర్తించలేరని కూడా కాదు, బట్ వాళ్ళలో మంచి గుణం ఉంది కదా అనేసి మంచి వాళ్ళ లిస్ట్ లో రాస్తున్నారు. మరి దుర్యోధన అడిగినప్పుడు గురువుగారండి ప్రతి ఒక్కరిలో ఏదో ఒకటి చెడ్డ గుణం దోషం ఉందండి, అందుకని ఆ లిస్ట్ లో రాసేసానండి అంత. అంటే ఇది మంచి చెడు అన్నటువంటిది మనం గుర్తించడం ఎలా ఉంటుంది, మన దృష్టి ఎలా ఉంటుంది అన్నటువంటిది చెప్పడం కోసము ఈ కథ అన్నటువంటిది చెప్తారనమాట. సో ఇక్కడ వచ్చేసి ఏంటంటే ఈ రజోగుణం కారణంగా మనిషి ఉన్నది ఉన్నట్లుగా మంచిని గుర్తించలేకపోవడము జరుగుతుంది. అహంకారము, తనే గొప్ప, తన వల్లే అన్ని జరుగుతున్నాయి అన్నటువంటి భావన కలిగి ఉండటము రజోగుణ స్వభావము. ఈర్ష్య అంటే తను కావాలనుకున్నటువంటిది తను పొందకుండా వేరే వాళ్ళు పొందుతూ ఉంటే కలిగేటువంటి భావన. ఈ ఈర్ష్య అన్నటువంటిది ఎక్కువ సార్లు తను ఎవరితో అయితే పోల్చుకుంటారో వాళ్ళ వల్ల కలిగేటువంటిది వాళ్ళ పట్ల కలుగుతుంది. ఇంకొకటి సేమ్ ఫీల్డ్ ఉన్నప్పుడు, ఒకే రంగంలో పనిచేసే వాళ్ళు కానీ, కుటుంబ సభ్యులుగా ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు, అట్లా రిలేషన్స్ అట్లా ఉన్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు ఎవరితోనైనా పోల్చుకుంటూ ఉండి వాళ్ళు పొందలేకుండా ఉన్నటువంటిది ఇంకొకరు పొందుతూ ఉంటే చూసి, ఒక పదం ఏదంటారు, చూసి ఆనందించకపోవడం, చూసి ఓర్చుకోలేకపోవడం అన్నటువంటిది ఈర్ష్య అని చెప్తున్నారు. ఇది రజోగుణము కాదు. కొన్నిసార్లు ఇది చాలా విపరీతమైనటువంటి వాటికి దారి తీస్తుంది, ద్వేషానికి కూడా దారి తీస్తుంది, తర్వాత అవతలి వ్యక్తులకి ఇబ్బంది కలిగించే స్థితికి కూడా తీసుకువెళ్ళచ్చు. కాబట్టి దీన్ని చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా ప్రారంభ స్థాయిలోనే తుంచివేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఇవన్నీ చెప్పుకుంటాం కదా, వీటన్నిటిని ఎలా కంట్రోల్ చేయాలి, ఎలా జయించాలి అన్నటువంటిది సాధన, ఆ టాపిక్స్ వచ్చినప్పుడు నెమ్మదిగా చెప్పుకుంటాం. తర్వాత వచ్చేసి అహంకార, ఈర్ష్య, మత్సర అంటే నాకంటే ముందు వెళ్తున్న వాళ్ళని చూసి బాధపడాలి. ఉదాహరణ చెప్పుకున్నాం కదా, డ్రైవింగ్ చేసేటప్పుడు ఎవరైనా ఓవర్టేక్ చేసి వెళ్తే ఒక స్మైల్ ఇవ్వచ్చు, లేదా పాజిటివ్ కాంపిటీషన్ ఉన్నట్లయితే ఓవర్టేక్ చేసి వెళ్తున్నారు మేము వస్తామని అట్లయినా వెళ్తాం. కానీ నెగటివ్ థాట్ తో రే నువ్వు ఎందుకురా నాకంటే ముందుకెళ్తున్నా అని మాత్రం వెళ్ళకూడదు అనమాట. జీవితంలో కూడా అంతే, మనకంటే ఎవరైనా ముందుకు వెళ్తున్నారు అంటే చూసి ఆనందించాలి. మనము వాళ్ళలాగే ముందుకు వెళ్ళాలి అని అనుకున్నప్పుడు మంచి కాంపిటీషన్ గా తీసుకునేసి వాళ్ళల్లో మంచి గుణాలు ఏమున్నాయి, వాళ్ళు ఏ విధంగా అభివృద్ధి చెందుతున్నారో గుర్తించి మనం ఇంకా ఉన్నతంగా ఎదగడానికి ప్రయత్నము చెయ్యాలి కూడా. హెల్దీ కాంపిటీషన్ ఉండొచ్చు, కానీ మత్సర భావం అన్నటువంటిది ఉండకూడదు. కొంతమంది ఉంటారు, వాళ్ళు ముందుకు వెళ్ళరు, మనల్ని ముందుకి వెళ్ళనివ్వరు, లాగుతూనే ఉంటారు. కలియుగంలో అయితే చెప్పిన వెనక్కి లాగుతూనే ఉంటారని. వాళ్ళు మంచి చెయ్యరు, మనల్ని మంచిని చెయ్యనివ్వరు. కొంతమంది ఇలాంటి వాళ్ళు ఉంటారు అనమాట. ఇవన్నీ ఎందుకు అంటే రజోగుణ కారణం అనమాట. సో ఈ రజోగుణ ఘోరమైన ధర్మాలు ఇవన్నీ కూడా మానవుల్లో రాగద్వేషాలని, దుఃఖాన్ని కలిగించేటువంటివి. బంధహేతు, ఇవన్నీ కూడా బంధనానికి ముఖ్య కారణం అని చెప్తున్నారు. ఎక్కడ బంధనం ఉంటే అక్కడ దుఃఖం అన్నటువంటిది ఉంటుందన్నమాట. వీటిని గుర్తించి కామ, క్రోధ, అసూయ, ద్వేషాలను జయించడానికి ప్రయత్నం చేయాలి. భగవంతుని అనుగ్రహంతో, గురువుల ఆశీర్వాదంతో, సాధనా బలంతో సత్వగుణాన్ని పెంచుకుంటూ రజోగుణాన్ని తొలగించుకోవాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఓం శాంతి శాంతి శాంతి. హరి ఓం. శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. హరి ఓం.